Welcome to Half-Baked Reactions. I'm Bailey, and today we're going to be watching One Piece, starting at the very end. So, I know that kind of sounds crazy, but we're literally going to watch One Piece, starting from the very last episode. So, I think when I'm recording this, they're up to episode 1127, and I'm gonna watch it without having seen any of the other episodes. So, wish me luck. Now, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. I do have some kind of nonsensical reasoning behind why I'm doing it. And it's spoilers. Now, One Piece keeps popping up on my feed, and I'm reading the manga at the moment. I think I'm up to about chapter 750 or 800, somewhere around that area. And Instagram and YouTube keep showing me One Piece shorts, and there's things in there which are in the future, from future episodes, and people are posting things, and I try to avoid them, but they just keep popping up on my feed, and there's not really much I can do. So I don't want it to be spoiled by other people. I'm gonna watch it for myself. Now, I know that's still technically spoiling what's gonna happen, but I think it'll be okay, because I have read about, like I said, 750, 800 chapters. I think there's still like 300 or 400 chapters beyond what I'm up to before I catch up to the current One Piece, but I don't want people online to post things or theories which I don't really know about without me having seen some of the stuff at least as well. So that's kind of my plan. I'm expecting a lot of things to not make sense, because where I left off in the manga, where I'm up to, Luffy has just beaten Doflamingo on his island, which was crazy in the manga. I don't even know how it would look in the anime. But they've just left Doflamingo's. Luffy has finally unlocked Gear 4, so I am super hyped to see him use Gear 4 in action. I don't know where he'd be up to in the anime now. Maybe he's up to Gear 6 or maybe even Gear 7. But, if he's up to Gear 7, that'd be insane to watch. But anyway, my point still stands. There's a lot that I have to catch up to, but I'm basically up to where Luffy and the others are going in search of, I think, Nami, Sanji, and Chopper, who, during the Doflamingo arc, they were still on the the Thousand Sunny, and they had to go and evade one of the Yonkou. I think it was Big Mom. Big Mom's ship was chasing them, so I think Luffy and the others are on their way to look for them now, and that's where I'm up to. So, again, 300 chapters in One Piece episodes, probably like 300, 350, 400 episodes that I've missed, but I'll do my best to catch up. Plus, One Piece has just come back from a 6-month break, to my knowledge. So the Egghead arc is where they're starting off with. So I think this is the perfect time to kind of watch One Piece, since it's only just coming back from hiatus. And hopefully, I can kind of follow it. But that's enough talking from me. Let's get into the reaction.
The guy who's
Interesting. Alright. This animation is insane already. Alright, I don't know. Alright, so this is the first person that I've seen that I don't know. What? I didn't expect One Piece's animation to be like this, because I know it started like 30 years ago, so I was expecting that classic kind of 4x3 anime style that you might see in like Bleach, because I'm watching Bleach at the moment too. So I did not expect it to be this good. This is like Solo level-in quality. Oh, it's Kuma. Kuma, although I've only read in like the manga, he's already one of my favorite characters. I saw him on Sabaody arc, and I think his Devil Fruit is probably the coolest Devil Fruit, maybe aside from Ace's, but Kuma's Devil Fruit is the coolest, in my opinion, and I'd love to have that power, because seriously, whacking someone with your paw and then sending them flying thousands of kilometers, or using it yourself, or to build up damage, and then all of a sudden just send it like an explosion, would be one of the coolest Devil Fruit powers. Because, look, Kuma again, but you wouldn't even need to be afraid of the sea, because you could just keep using the paw fruit on yourself, and then you could just fly above the sea forever, so you're kind of invincible. Ooh. That's Kizaru. We haven't seen Kizaru since Sabaody arc. What is... Huh? Oh, okay. Why is Luffy laughing like that? Oh, he's gonna get revenge on Kizaru. This is gonna be so good. I haven't seen Kizaru since Sabaody arc when he annihilated the Straw Hats. And I don't know how it would have looked in animation, but reading that in the manga, I was genuinely really nervous for everyone because they were just getting destroyed. Same thing when Kuma was like pretty much, it looked to me at the time that he was like erasing them from existence, but he merely just transported them away really fast. But Kizaru versus Luffy, an Admiral versus... Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Okay, I don't know if Luffy has beaten one of the Yonkus yet, because I know him and Trafalgar Law were gonna team up as an alliance to beat... What was that guy's name? Kaido. Or Kaido. Well, either way, I don't know if he's beaten them yet, and I know that they were like working that up to at least where I was in the manga, so I'm really curious as to if he has or if he hasn't, and either way, it's been 2 years for Luffy, maybe more now, but he's finally getting this rematch with Kizaru. It's gonna be epic. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm hype. I don't know what tricks Luffy's learned since like 400 chapters or whatever since I'm up to in the manga, but I'm excited. A fierce kaleidoscopic battle. Okay. Who is that? Wait, who's grabbing... Who's Apple? What? Wait, why is Luffy all white? Oh, no, I mean his hair. It's like a cloud white. But what is this? What? This is a new gear entirely. Alright, down to business. No way. Wait, why is he smiling? How is he so big too? What has he done? He's like a giant man. Knowing Luffy, he'd say giant man. Whoa, that perspective. This has to be like year 6 or 7. Maybe even 8. How is Luffy... He's annihilating an admiral. I didn't think it'd be this easy. What? A sonic boom? Why is he laughing? Luffy is so He's flying? What have I missed? I seriously... Wait, how is... I don't understand how Luffy's doing this, but that moment when Luffy flung Kizaru as fast as he could, as far away as he could, is straight out of Ben 10. I don't know if any of you have watched Ben 10, but I'll put the clip up in a second, but it's where Ben 10 throws Vilgax as way big super far into the distance.
You are so out of here!
This is like the perfect callback to that, and I just thought of it instantly. But whoa, that's crazy. How is Luffy able to do this? New form. Okay, so it... Oh my god, that's such a typical Brook joke. Wait, let me guess. You don't have a core either. Yeah. A typical Nami. So his new form must be really recent, if even Brook hasn't seen it. What's happened to Robin? Why does she always... She always gets hurt. Like in Water 7, that arc, in Enies Lobby, when those, what were they? CP0? CP1 or something, they kidnapped Robin. She went through a lot because of them, and all the time in the manga, she's always drawing the short straw. So Bonnie, is that this one's name? Oh, whoa. Oh, okay, that's what might happen, not what's actually gonna happen. I don't know what these characters are. It's so weird. They're all... Oh! Kumas, why are they so... Okay, clearly there's a lot that's happened that I don't know about. Especially with this guy with the apple on his head. I'm not... Oh, this is the Egghead arc, so maybe he's Egghead. But who's Egghead? Oh, Kizaru's after Egghead, alright. EH on the snail. Alright, here's Egghead. Alright. I knew it. Frankie too. Whoa, they're all dressed in this like neo-cyberpunk, oh sorry, neo-futuristic kind of outfit. I really dig it, because normally in One Piece you kind of see like the scroungy pirates just throwing together whatever clothes or things that they can find and wear. But this whole place is like really popping with the colors, and it just feels out of the One Piece world, really. It feels like I'm watching a sci-fi anime. So that's kind of cool. I appreciate that too, because anime where the characters don't always wear the same outfit, and it shows that they're actually traveling and doing stuff, makes it feel like the animators actually put in the effort, which is great. Oh, Sanji is just the same as ever. Oh, the biggest simp known to mankind, but you gotta love him for it. Go get him, Sanji. Vegapunk? Wait. Vegapunk's that guy, the scientist, who made those pacifista robots, and he works with the Marines. Why are they coming after him? Okay, maybe that's why Kizaru's here to kind of Vegapunk, because if he's working with the Straw Hats, then he's against the Marines now, I guess. So is Egghead with the apple Vegapunk? Alright, that's really interesting. I did not think we'd see him, because I know that misty kind of smoky guy who made all the children really big and oversized. I'll put the clip here because that sounds super wrong. I know he was rivals with Vegapunk, and he really wanted to beat him and come up with like all these new artificial devil fruits to kind of show that he was superior to Dr. Vegapunk. So if we're finally seeing Vegapunk, that's so cool. And it makes sense with all these futuristic kind of outfits and technology that the pinnacle scientist of One Piece is the only one who's able to do this. I wonder if he's using any of those seashells. I forget the actual name for them, I'm sorry. But those seashells from Skypiea to be able to fly with those jet boots like that. Yosh! Oh, is this the Frankie Super thing? I've never heard it in anime. Oh no, okay. I always read it in manga, but I guess this isn't the time for it. Damn straight, Luffy's the best. This animation is really good. Honestly, I'm super surprised by it. I just didn't expect this. No? Okay. You literally, the hole was there. You could have just poked your head into the bush. That was just bad marine stuff. Get him! Oh, devil fruit power. What's the... Is she turning him into candy? No way! Wait, is she? Or she just... That's the Bonnie girl, right? What's her devil fruit power? Jewelry. Interesting. Well, she's really good at fighting. What? Is it me or did she shrink and get smaller? Because I swear she was taller a second ago. Wait, is she literally turning them into candy? Or is she turning them into jewels? That's such a horrific fate. Wait, she can turn them into children or old people? What? That's insane though, because you could literally live forever with Bonnie's devil fruit power then. Because you could use this. What? Look at that old guy. Oh my god. I feel bad for him compared to the young guys. Because they've got a whole life ahead of them now. But seriously, with her power, you could literally always make yourself young again. And you could literally live forever. Who's that guy? Sentomaru. Do I know him? The name sounds so familiar. That's a big hit. Oh, don't hit the ground. Don't hit the ground. Oh, he saved her. How sweet. That's the guy from Sabodi as well. He was with the Straw Hats. Wait, this makes no sense. He was against the Straw Hats in Sabodi when he used the, like, pacifistas on them. But now he's helping them. This is so weird. It's cool, because a lot's obviously happened that I have no idea about. Until it's all over. Yeah, but no in One Piece. Yeah, see, that's the cloud form of Luffy. What? Okay, no, hang on. What's that in those red eyes in the cloud? These, like, cut to commercial breaks are really cool. The animation just changed. I swear. Oh, what's coming? Zoro will be able to take it though. He's not as strong as Luffy, but he's pretty close. Flame on his swords. Animals. That's the biggest diss. Holy, that leopard is huge. Hang on, no. Just quick thing, just pause for a second. The animation's completely changed. I'm sure you probably know this too, because you're obviously watching as well. But look at those lines on that leopard. They're completely different to the animation that we had a second ago. Look, so here, is it there? Yeah, it is there. Look, see how I feel like they're not as sharp as some of the, like, just the general animation that we were getting before. I feel like they're a lot more looser with the lines and sharper, like, in terms of the colors. So it, like, the lines feel like they're moving, like the character's actually changing in the space rather than being a fixed 2D or 3D model. I could be wrong, but literally in that split second, I could instantly tell something was different with the animation. Yeah, the way Zoro's fighting this leopard, I feel like those lines in the background and in the foreground of the character, they're just changing so quickly that it makes it feel a lot more fluid. Oh, that's the first time I've seen Haki in anime. That's sick. Zoro's overpowering him mid-air and changing the direction. He has to be insanely strong for that. Oh my god. Also, that leopard guy looks so familiar. I don't know if I've seen him before, but because I know I'm starting One Piece at the very end of like 1,100 episodes, but I feel like I've seen that leopard guy before. I just don't know where from. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Or if you know, please, if I don't figure it out, please tell me in the comments. But he's like so familiar to me. And we're back to Luffy. Why is he laughing so much? He's literally like a god. He's just floating above everything. These two are so unserious. Like, they should be in the middle of a life or death battle, and then Zoro's like, nah, I got it. And Luffy's like, okay. Now, this leopard guy is so familiar. This is a cool fight, though. Yeah, look at all those details on his face. It looks so different. It feels like he's literally alive. Same now with Zoro. Wait, that black lightning, is that Conqueror's Haki as well? I thought Emperor of the Sea. Did Luffy become an Emperor of the Sea? That is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Oh, is this from before, the Kizaru? What? That is an insane throw. He might even land in the water. Nah, Kizaru won't go down like that, surely. What is this? Who animated that? That's insane, he's literally floating above the sea. All those particle effects. What? Alright, I gotta go back a second. All those particle effects. I'm rewatching that right now. Because that is mind-blowing. Seriously, look, it's like the lights melding off his hand, and he's kind of using it like a skateboard like a skateboard rink to go back up. What? Then he just slingshots back at the speed of light. That is crazy. What is this? And it just makes it even better seeing how strong Kizaru is, and Luffy's just frowning unserious. Are these hard light holograms, or is Kizaru just moving so fast that it looks like there's more than him? Okay, we've gone full Star Wars with the lightsabers. Interesting. Oh, and you could even see the light shining through the veins in his hand. Wait, has One Piece just become Looney Tunes? Because this is literally feels just like Looney Tunes, with how the characters' proportions and animations and these spinny stuff just make no sense. I love it, but that's crazy. Gomu Gomu Whip. This is like a one-for-all, all-might punch, the amount of force that's coming into this. The fact that Luffy doesn't even care that they hurt, and just says that they're too bright. Oh, I cannot even imagine how strong this guy is. And he's gone giant again. And the animations changed for Luffy again too. Just like I said with the leopard guy. How on earth is he so big? He's like one of those giants, like, I think Broly and Goalie, or those Elbaf giants that we saw, like, at the very beginning of One Piece, who Luffy and Usopp were friends with. Luffy's like the same size as them. Well, that's one way to defeat Kizaru. Oh, okay. Using yourselves to throw yourself. But which one is the real Kizaru? Can he just body swap between all of them and send his consciousness across them? Because that's crazy, that level of power. Kizaru's just so surprised. How is he running on air? Just kidding. Oh my goodness. Dawn! He was able to punch through the light? No way. And he wasn't even using Haki, right? Because otherwise the Haki would have shown that his whole skin turns like hard and black. So he could do that with just force alone? That is crazy. And I think I've said the word crazy like 100 times. But I don't know what's happened to Luffy for him to be able to do this. Oh, Luffy. I think Usopp could solo Kizaru here, right? Because God Usopp saving all those little elf creatures, those tiny, I think the tiny tots. He was their savior back during the Doflamingo arc. So Kizaru stands no chance. Sanji too. Alright. Why is he wearing this weird floral Hawaiian shirt? I feel like his outfit out of all of them is a bit weird. Because it doesn't look futuristic like the others. It's like he's just this middle-aged dad on a vacation in Miami. Those lines, out of context, sound really bad. Especially with Sanji. That's so cool though, Egghead Tank 8. So it's literally made out of a bubble that you can go in. If we had cars like that, that'd be so convenient. But we need to obviously find a way to lock the bubble, so not anyone could get into it. Otherwise, a lot of creepy Sanjis in the world would do the exact same thing. Oh, big laser. Luffy's gonna stop it. Zoro's gonna stop it. He ate it. Like a fish. Luffy just became fishman. What's that giant robot? Let's go. What? Wait. Don't tell me Luffy's gonna send the light back. Through his eyes? He's gonna become Superman? How? This is crazy. He's using that, like, sacred jewel thing that Kizaru used. But now Luffy's using it. And it's not even his devil fruit. No way. No way. And you can drive upside down? Like, vertical? No way. Alright, so Big Man Apple, definitely Dr. Vegapunk. I'm glad I know that now. Alright, so Marines fully against Vegapunk. But surely he put in a feature so his own creations couldn't get him, like a backdoor. Oh wait, did he? Okay, good, that's a really good write in then. Nice. Okay, that's great writing, because when people just forget that, or think that the creator wouldn't put his own backdoor into a system, I'm never a fan of that. But Oda is a genius for making sure that he remembered that. And I know everyone always says that Oda is a genius, but I do believe so, because I don't think he ever forgets anything. Which is genius. Oh, alright. To be continued. Who was that guy with the dreads? He seems out of place, but I like his style. He's cool. Okay. So that was confusing, but also really fun. There's a lot in that episode of One Piece that I do not understand. However, there's a bunch that I did understand, and the animation just really took it to another level. Like, I expected it to be here, because again, I'm watching Bleach, and it kind of looks like this, in terms of how the animation's done, which is okay, completely okay. It's just, that's what I expected One Piece to be like too, but to have it be like it was in the episode, that, straight insanity. It was amazing, and seeing, because again, I've read like 750 chapters of the manga, haven't watched One Piece before, seeing it actually in the anime felt completely different, and actually hearing the characters too is just really cool to be able to like kind of get that emotion with it, because yeah, I don't know, those, I'm sure they hear it a lot, no pun intended, but the voice actors were really good. And it's seeing Luffy, I don't know, they didn't say what gear that is. Brooke said it's a new form, so it must be super recent, and I'm expecting, like I said, like Gear 6, maybe Gear 7. But yeah, I want to see, because he's only just used Gear 4 where I was up to with Doflamingo. That was the last time I saw Luffy. So I kind of want to see more of like Gear 4 where he's this giant guy with haki imbued, and he's into his arms and legs, and he's bouncing around. Maybe he was called Bounce Man or Gorilla Man. Bounce Gorilla Man. Is that? Anyway, but I want to see more of that, and the other gears that Luffy's probably unlocked by now too. But this one makes no logical sense in the best way possible. It looks visually amazing. I don't even know how he was able to recreate Kizaru's powers, but that was an awesome fight scene. So, yeah, I mean, I know One Piece does have a problem with pacing, hence how many episodes there are. However, if we get fight scenes like that, to that level throughout, I'm happy. I'll be more than happy with it. And I look forward to watching more. I also saw Vegapunk for the first time. They've always mentioned Vegapunk in passing. They've never shown what he looks like. They've only alluded to him. So I finally saw him, and the Marines are after him. So I hope I probably skipped why they're after him, but I hope they elaborated further in the next few episodes for me, so that I understand. And if I have missed something, please tell me in the comments, and catch me up without spoiling anything in the future. Just if it's in before where I'm up to in this anime, please feel free to tell me, and I'll make sure to read all the comments so that I can kind of catch myself up that way. But yeah, that's my One Piece episode 1127 reaction. It was great. I loved it, and I look forward to watching 1128. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
The guy who's a
Arise.